What's up guys, Lightning Nova here and welcome back to Chemically Bonded. So we're gonna go where we last left off, which was right here. The sound of small conversation made between the few students opting to remain in class greets me as I arrive through the doors. Peering across the room, my eyes move, looking around to see if I can catch a glimpse of Kyoko. To no avail though, she doesn't seem to be here. It'd be safe to say she's gone somewhere else for lunch. Scents of various foods still lingers in the air as people begin to pack up to start afternoon lessons. Time is now ticking away towards the end of lunch. Unfortunately, all good things end too soon.
Hey!
For the second time today, a hand grips my shoulder unexpectedly. This one, however, dainty and light, comes from someone with the courtesy to speak up before spinning me around. Hey, Kyoko.
Hey! I was looking for you everywhere.
And why's that?
I wanted to make sure you were coming to the club after school.
I expected as much. Of course I am. I did say I would. Kyoko pouts, almost displeased at my answer, despite telling her what she wanted to hear.
How can you claim something without empirical evidence?
Imperial what?
Facts!
As to emphasize her point, her hands raised heartfully to her chest. As she faces me with a smile, it's almost as if she's enthralled by the very concept of logic. My mic wire. I span my head across the room to notice that her overabundant enthusiasm has caught attention from many besides myself. Kyoko doesn't talk much to the rest of the class, so seeing her this gleeful must be an oddity for them in itself. Particularly since she's acting this way towards me. Until yesterday I was virtually a stranger to her. Rumors didn't help her case either. Meeting her myself was a shock, but getting to know her even after a day has broken all the thoughts I'd once held.
I guess you did say you'd go.
She has no parallels to a person I call bad. That's right, class is starting anyway. So it's strange that someone like Naomi would have such an issue with her. The clock's hands creep sleepily towards the hour, almost in competition with our teacher's monotonous lecturing. It's safe to say I'm not the only one rooting for the clock to win. On cue, the bell chimes away, cutting off Mr. Kumar's sentence.
Class, I expect you all to catch up before next week. You know you'll have a new teacher soon. Don't expect him to cover what I've missed.
If we're lucky, he won't be as boring to listen to. Copying it within a week, though, is a bit of a stretch. Maybe I could try copying the answers for Kyoko, if she'd even let me. The class follows swiftly with the process of packing bags and rising from seats. Everyone in a rush to leave, whether it's for home or club activities. For me, it's not the latter. From across the room, Kyoko looks back with a twinkle in her eye as she steadily lifts her small figure from her seat. Does she think I'm about to make a run for it? Trying it would be pretty funny, but I don't want to hurt her feelings. Joining did mean a lot to her after all. Following suit with the rest of the class, I too now rise from my desk, heading to join Kyoko as she idles around, hers waiting for me to pass by.
Are you excited?
For what? I know exactly what, I just wanted to tease her.
For the club, silly.
Her emotions are made apparent through her action. Vividly enough, she excited herself. After spending time alone as the only club member, I guess now that she has someone to join her, she can start to feel like there's someone who shares her interests. That the club is starting to take shape. Despite not having a clue about science, I don't have any qualms with joining her. I guess so. Particularly if Naomi has problems with her, from what I've seen, Kyoko seems to be being bullied by her. I don't want to allow that to happen. She joins me as the pair of us walk out of the room together, greeted by the vast corridor before us. Kyoko taking light footsteps to my side, all the while keeping her lips formed in a smile as the warm light now shines against her features. If joining the club has caused a sight before me, maybe it wasn't such a bad idea to join. Together, we stand before the entrance of the science lab. The door, painted in a shade of off-white, clicks as Kyoko slides open to take the first step inside.
Welcome to the club.
You already said that.
I just wanted to say it again.
Kyoko mocks me with a frown as she stands at the door, ushering me in. Aren't you supposed to have 5 moments for a club anyway? As far as I'm aware, we only have 2.
I'm working on that. Who cares? It's not like they'll say anything.
I don't know who they is, but given Kyoko's reputation, even with the staff, she might actually be right. Beckoned by Kyoko, the science lab greets me as I now join her inside. Now that I'm here, perhaps I have a chance to talk to her about Naomi. It's something that's been bugging me. Rushing into that isn't my priority. Only Kyoko knows a lot of science. She's already started to fish equipment out from nearby cupboards, nearly placing them on the workbench before her.
Bunsen burner, check. Tripod and gauze, check. Hydrochloric acid, check.
Hydrochloric acid? Just what experiment are you doing?
The experiment we're doing. And it's fine. It only has a pH of like 3 anyway.
I don't even know what a pH is. She continues setting up our experiment, intently studying each item she pulls from the cupboard and drawers. I guess she's really into this. The lab coat flaps around as she quickly passes to and from areas around the room to fetch the bits and bobs she needs. I can't remember when she even put it on. Does suit her though. The now evening sunlight shines through the room, causing the strands of Kyoko's hair to glisten as I continue watching her. Despite not doing much, I'm actually finding this kind of fun. What? Whoa. No way. Kyoko's drive from across the room startled me, given that she's been almost silent for the last few minutes.
I'm out of fennel.
Oh god. Yeah. You don't need to go into it. Honestly, I wouldn't have a clue what it was even if she did say it.
I'll have to get some more tomorrow. But we can't do the experiment without it.
I'm gonna be right back, guys. I need a tissue for my nose. God. And I'm back. Yeah. Truthfully, that's a shame. No longer having the chance to see the smallest girl in the school working here before me. Even I can find this stuff interesting and give the opportunity to get into it. Well, what now? I don't feel like going home yet, and from the look on her face, neither does she. Cutting short our first real club meeting would just make her feel sad. That in turn wouldn't make me feel any better.
I guess we can just talk.
She doesn't seem to know what to do then. Talking with her wouldn't be a bad idea though. Ever since earlier, even yesterday to an extent, the issue of Naomi has been bugging me. The entire topic may not be something she wants to go into, but standing by and ignoring the issue isn't the best option either. It don't want me to see her upset. First choice. So we can either ask about Naomi, or ask her to talk about Naomi, or ask about science. The first option would obviously make her tomato on Naomi and make her sad, but I feel like she'd really like science. Why is it in gray and Naomi's in white? I have no idea. Either that's either, you know, the same as last time. Or maybe that's either always like that or literally feel like I chose that when I played this game previously. Which was years ago and I don't remember a lot about it. Like, I feel like talking about it when it's not really my business is not the best choice. But I kind of want to see what happens if we talk about Naomi. Oh, wow, I usually don't think this deeply about topics, but it's like, do we talk about Naomi and get the full story even though it's not my place? Or should we just ask about science, something she'll actually enjoy and keep her happy? I mean, we're probably gonna get to think about Naomi, well, I know we're gonna get to think about Naomi eventually, but let's wait if she's comfortable bringing it up. I mean, we've only known each other for like a day. I don't think it's right for us to ask for something that we don't know anything about and we're not close enough yet, so we are gonna ask about science. Asking about Naomi so casual doesn't seem like it'd be the best thing to do. If Kyoko wanted me to know, she'd tell me, right? Yeah. I hope that would be the case, but even so, I wouldn't want to create such an awkward situation in our first club meeting. Delving into such a topic doesn't seem like the right thing to do. I've only known her for about a day. Exactly. And I said, so, why'd you like science? I asked the first thing that comes to my mind. It's not much of a creative question, but Kyoko cheerfully answers.
Because it's fun! Science isn't all about doing calculations and learning basic stuff. They don't let us do the fun stuff in class.
Like causing explosions? I never knew this. I don't think I really missed anything in class. If what we do in class is a definition of basic, I'd love to know what she is hard. Struggling with the subject myself, hearing that just makes me realize the difference between our intellects. It's clear that she's not someone to be messed with. On the other hand, I only found the experience fun because we get to mess around with the equipment. I guess I can relate, or maybe not. I'm only really here because I felt sorry for her. I can't say I have any actual interest in the theories behind what we do in class, so I can't say that I'm bored. In the idle time I spent thinking, Kyoko has gone silent, almost detached from the world around her.
There's something I want to talk about.
What is it? Are you gonna tell me your favorite element?
No, it's not that.
Peering in her eyes, sadness stares back towards me. I guess now's not the time for jokes.
Please, forget about yesterday with Naomi. He's always been like that.
Kyoko remained still, eyes directed downwards towards her shoes, dabbling into talking what I can only assume is an attempt to resolve the issues which arose yesterday. She probably didn't want me to ask myself. Alright. The only word to slip out of my mouth. Mainly, I don't think it helped to address the sense of awkwardness now filling the room. However, it's now apparent that Naomi is taking action to upset Kyoko. I need to imagine what Kyoko is feeling. The thought of someone doing that to her makes me sick. I guess now is a good time to change the topic. Kyoko doesn't seem too happy talking about Naomi. It's understandable why.
Anyways, it's getting late. I'd rather not bore you. We can't do anything until tomorrow.
Kyoko uploads her sorrowful expression as she makes note of the amber sky visible through the windows. Whether that's due to having to cut the club short or due to her conversation, it's unclear. It's okay, I'm looking forward to,
Determining the concentration of calcium carbonate in limestone?
That's what you were doing? A giggle, a cute and more than welcome one. It's a nice thing to end my first club meeting on, given the bleak aura we just escaped from. Kyoko sees her slender figure from her lab coat, resting once again on a nearby chair. I feel that she's not the only one who actually comes here outside of class. She has free reign to use all the equipment without a care in the world. That is, besides Naomi. We both stroll out of the lab together. She walks swiftly to my side, now almost as happy as she was when we first arrived. Wait, aren't you going to put the equipment back?
Oh, that? They won't care if I leave it there for tomorrow.
I'll trust her on that. Greeted by the late afternoon skies above, just as yesterday, we now stand before the school gates ready to depart. Spending time with her has certainly been fun. I really consider her a friend. Before you ask, I will come tomorrow.
How did you know?
Because like me, she enjoys spending time with someone after school. Could have been anyone, but I'm happy I made the decision to join her. Because science is fun, right?
Right.
Kyoko leaves me with a friendly wave as we bid each other farewell. The two of us now setting off home in this warm spring evening. It's that friendly wave I want to be able to see more often. The emotion of happiness. I don't want Naomi to bother her. I don't want her to be unhappy, to feel that way anymore. She's always been like that, Kyoko. And I feel that's a good way to end the video. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to go down there, click that like button. It supports the channel and lets me know you're new to the content. This is actually a really fun game that I've been wanting to do since it dropped. So now that I'm probably new and I'm really happy about that. Also, if you're done, go down there, click that subscribe button, join the program, and I'll see you guys on that video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.